Hey guys, it's Jess and welcome to my channel, A Card Day's Work. If you're new here, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another video. Today's video is a hop and collaboration with the Craft Collabs group on Facebook. There are a bunch of talented people participating in this hop and creating Christmas in July cards, or just Christmas cards. I wanted to participate because I do love a good Christmas card. There is a prize on this giveaway, or on this hop as well. Dare to be Artzy is sponsoring a giveaway for a $20 gift certificate for one winner. It is open to US and internationally, but you can go ahead and check out the description for information on how you can enter and how you can win. You do have until it's 1 week after the video is published. Again, all that will be down in the description below for you to check out, but you've got 1 week to comment and be entered to win. I hope that you guys love the video. Let's go ahead and get into it. So for the video today, I wanted to do some ink blending with my Distress Oxides. I've been itching to use the new color Speckled Egg, so I've been using it a little more frequently lately. I used 4 colors inspired by a winter color palette that I found on Pinterest, and I did my ink blending there with the little mini ink blending tools. Once I was done with that ink blending, I spritzed some water with the Distress sprayer into my hand and then flicked that directly onto my background. I let that sit for just a little while to let the water soak into the paper, and then I do go ahead and use a clean paper towel to soak up the excess water, and then you get that really cool oxidized effect in the background. Then I took out my Dina Wakley gloss acrylic spray, and I'm taking off the lid, tapping the lid over top of my project, and that gives those adorable white specks, so it looks like snow, or if you did a galaxy or a night sky, it could look like stars as well. I'm going to be doing a little bit of coloring here. I didn't do all of my coloring on video just because it was quite lengthy, and I've been trying not to do super long videos lately, but if you guys are interested in seeing more coloring, you can always let me know, and I can adjust things for future videos. I'm using alcohol markers from Spectrum Noir for this. These are called the Classique markers. They're a double-ended marker, so one side has a chisel tip and one side has a bullet nib, and I like these a lot. The formula works really well, and I've had really good luck blending them. This formula is much better than the previous formula that they had for their original alcohol markers, and I've definitely seen a huge improvement, as I did have both sets of these. Once I'm done with the coloring, I will pop back on. I'm going to put on some music for you guys for just a quick minute while I finish this up, and I'll be right back with you. All right, now that our coloring is all done and we fussy cut out our cute little fairy tree house thing, I'm going to be doing some heat embossing. I'm using an anti-static powder tool to treat the surface. I stamped with an embossing ink, which is a sticky clear ink. Then I pour the embossing powder on so the embossing powder sticks to that clear ink. Tap off the excess, and then I can go ahead and melt that with my heat tool. I did go ahead and trim this down using my paper trimmer. It was a little tedious. I probably could have just used scissors or something, but at the time I felt like it would be faster to use my paper trimmer, but we don't always have the best ideas. I did go ahead and finish up trimming it with my scissors just to make things a little bit quicker because it was taking quite a while to try to get it just right with those paper trimmer pieces there, just because you have to keep lifting it up and checking to see if you're not overcutting or if you've cut far enough. But basically I wanted to create sort of a stacked little sentiment here, and I'm making it say, have a fairy magical Christmas, which I thought was so super cute and obviously fits really well. I did want to mention that off camera I did go ahead and color up another fairy. Originally I had planned to make this like a whole big scene and like do the whole background, but I actually really have been into clean and simple slash scene cards lately, so a nice combination of the two of them, and I wanted to kind of do something similar with that for this card. So I went ahead and changed my design plan a little bit. It's okay to change things mid card design. I do it all the time. I've mentioned before, I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants crafter, and I just sort of do whatever comes to me in the moment. Side note, these would also make really cute bookmarks. If you did your ink blending and you wanted to get something extra out of it, or if you wanted to use one for this and then one for something else, you could make a bookmark out of it and it would be really cute. Also, the cool thing about doing this is that you actually get 2 cards out of 1 if you wanted to use the other one for another card like this, which I think is really awesome because then you're doing the ink blending once, but you're getting to use it twice for 2 different cards. And the card result still looks stunning. I don't think that it compromises anything or takes anything away. And I actually really love the concentrated look of that ink blending against that nice white background. I don't know, something about it just seems really magical to me. I'm using some Lawn Fawn glue tube here to attach my little house to the card base. I used a piece of washi tape on the inside. I sort of folded it over itself so that it was a double-sided tape to hold the card closed because it did keep popping open and I was getting frustrated with all my little pieces moving constantly. And then I did go ahead and use the same Lawn Fawn glue tube to attach my pieces here. I kept them in order just so that I would know kind of where the placement should be. So I didn't end up with some of the pieces being squished together and some of them being farther apart. And I find that this helps me get a little bit more I won't say perfect, but nicer results in the end. Once that was done, I did go ahead and attach that little fairy as well. I did, when I was coloring up the fairy, use a little bit of a glitter pen to add some sparkle to her wings, although it doesn't really come across in the photos, but in person you can see it. So I do like to add those little details, even though they don't photograph very well. I used my alcohol markers here at the end to add a shadow around the base of the house. I find that this really gives the cards more dimension, and especially because on that white side, it has sort of a little bit of grounding now. It really ties the 2 sides of the scene together. That finished off the card, you guys. I hope you love it. Be sure to check out that description for all the info on the giveaway and how to enter. If you did like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in another one really soon.